Hello, hello, hello. We are live. I always like to go live every now and then to check in on all of you to see how you're doing. And today is no different. I wanted to check in on you. There's a few things that I want to talk to you about. And one is our non-scale victories. But before we get into that, I want to say hello. If you're new to watching us, if you're like, oh, I'm brand new, I just got the notification, welcome. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Very nice to have you here. My name is Angela Durant. The channel is Zepbound Journey with Ange. And I'm Angela Durant. My friends call me Ange, and you can too. As you're coming into the room, say hello, 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 so I can acknowledge you. Let's see here. We have Kenya. Hey, so great to catch you too live. I know some of you are probably driving home from work or just ending your day. I figured I would check in with you, see how you're all doing. So let me know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if you're not already a part of the Facebook group, I want you to come over and join our Facebook group. It's called Zepbound Transformation Tribe. And one of the reasons that I want you to join is very selfish. But you can see me here on YouTube, but I can't see you. So I love it when you join the Facebook group and you post pictures of yourself or videos or whatever you like. It is a very free environment, so you can post. But I love seeing your before and afters. I love to see your families. Anne got married. She showed us pictures of her wedding. So I love all of that. Let's see. My girl is here. Hey, Tia. And Tia is going to be on live with us, too. We're going to be doing an episode with Tia. Tia's gotten her YouTube channel up and running. She is like rolling up her sleeves and jumping in. I see you, Tia. I see you. I see what you're doing. And her content is fantastic. So if you have not already subscribed to Heal Thy Spirit, you'll want to do that on YouTube. Find Tia on YouTube and subscribe. I love your intro too. It's so cool. And she is a busy mom. Like, she's a mom, she's a wife, she's taken like university classes, college courses, and she works a full-time job, and she's a content creator on YouTube. So please be sure to support her. That's my girl. Hello, Denise. Hello. Nice to see you. Sadly, not on Facebook. That's okay. Don't worry. What you can do, though, Kenya, is if you're not on Facebook, you can just text me every week and let me know. You can do the challenge with us, and you can text me every week and let me know how much weight you're losing. So if you want to do that, that's good too. We'll count it. We'll count you in the bunch. In car now. 2 jobs. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the second job. That's right. And it's about to go into busy season for you at that second job too. But hello, I want to say hello to everybody. Check in with you, see how everybody is doing. CTS Diva, hello. Good to see you here in the room. I was trying to go live a few minutes ago, but in this space that I'm in, the internet was really shaky. So I'm hoping that it's better now, because my husband bought me this like really cool like hotspot thing. He bought me this whole like gadget so that I could take it wherever I go and I won't lose connection. So hopefully it's strong. This is the first time I'm testing it out. So you'll have to let me know if there comes a time where you can't hear me, put it in the chat and let me know, or you can't see me, let me know that too. Hello. My girl, Lorna, is here. Hello, Lorna. So nice to have you here. I got to call you. I owe you a call. So I'll talk to you soon. That is my best friend. Her name is Lorna. So you sometimes hear me talking about her. She's amazing. Hello, Donna. Good to see you. Hello. Hey, Sharon is here. Sharon is RN to CEO. She is a CEO nurse, and she has a whole business. She's amazing. And she's my friend, and she's here. Hello, good to see you. Yes, I can do this. I'll send emails. Okay, perfect. Yes, text me, send me emails. Let me know about we're doing 6 weeks, a 6-week sprint leading into Christmas. So my idea was, we already did 1 sprint and we lost over 400 pounds collectively. And I think we can do more going into Christmas. And my idea was that we would do a weight loss challenge just for fun, right? For fun and health. And it would lead into the holidays, right? And lead into like Christmas time, because most people are looking at attacking their health with their New Year's resolutions, right? Most of them are looking at doing it come January. And if we start now, we'll have momentum going into the new year. So we won't have to make New Year's resolutions because we'll already be losing weight. We're like, oh no, I didn't make a New Year's resolution. I'm already 10 pounds down and I got my momentum going. So that is the idea. That is the idea. Let me see. Make sure I don't miss any of your comments here. Kofia, fit at 40. Fit at 40. All right. Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name properly. Hey, Ange, this is my first live with you. Oh, welcome. Welcome to the live. I guess I really should be better about planning the lives, like saying, okay, every Monday night at 6, we do a live, but that hasn't happened yet. Maybe I'll get there eventually. Right now, I'm like, I haven't talked to my girls live yet. So let me go ahead and pop in. I had a little bit of time today after working. So I thought, let me just do this. I'm excited for this. I'm excited too. Thank you. Oh, good. I pronounced it properly. Thank you. I never want to butcher anybody's name, and I know I do that often. So, hi. So I wanted to start by sharing a win, and I want you to put your wins in the chat too. So over the last week or last 7 days for you, what wins have you had as far as your health goes? You know, last week I had a huge win that my labs came back and I am no longer pre-diabetic, right? I am off that spectrum. I'm no longer pre-diabetic. And Eli Lilly's, they did a 3-year test on Zepbound, and it proved that it can cut the chances of developing diabetes, full-blown diabetes, type 2, by 94%. By 94%, which is amazing. Well, I was teetering. I was very, very close to being diabetic, a type 2 diabetic. I was pre-diabetic, and my doctors were like, your numbers are off the chain. Like, this is not good. And I was like, I feel fine. I'm okay. I don't, they were like, no, like, we need to sound the alarm. This is not good. And so the goal to get that A1C down has been a process, right? And I felt like it was already down because I lost weight, but I didn't have that final those labs done. And so that happened last week, and I am out of the range. I am not even on the range anymore. So that was a non-scale victory. And now start thinking about what your victories have been for the last week. Put them in the chat because I want to show you another victory. So many of you know that I live in Pennsylvania, right? But I used to live in New Jersey, and we packed up our things. We sold our house. We moved to Pennsylvania so that my son, his name is Duke, so that Duke could attend school here. And we wanted to be closer to the school because the commute would have just been crazy. So that's what we did. And as we were packing up our things, you have to decide what's going to go and what's going to stay, right? What's getting thrown away, what's getting donated, what's getting sold, all the things, right? I came across some clothes, right? I like my little outfits. And I had this jacket that had tags on it that I bought. It was a 3X. I could fit a 3X. I could fit a 3X. Well, I couldn't fit that. It came and I was like, oh, I really like this cute little jacket. And I wanted it. And it was like, should I donate it? I've never worn it. And I had it. I probably had it a couple years before we moved. And we've been in Pennsylvania for almost 3 years now. But I kept the jacket, and this morning it's getting cold here, right? It's chilly on the East Coast, and I was walking my dog. I was about to walk my dog, and I was like, let me go in the closet and grab a jacket. And I was like, I wonder if I could fit that jacket. Let me try it on. So, okay, so hold tight for just a second. I got to show you guys. Got to show you. So it's not a fancy jacket, it's just a regular jacket, but I thought it was nice, and I wanted to get it. So I got to show you this. So this is the jacket that I never wore, still had the tags on it. This is my little jacket, right? Cute, right? Never wore it before, right? Now the real test is, can you zip it up, right? That's the real test. So let's see if we can zip it up. So this is it's a 3X, but I guess it depends on who makes it, because some of my clothes now are like 1X. Look, I can zip it up, no problem. Look at that. How cool is that? That I get to wear this cool jacket, right? And I can fit it. The big part was my arms, like not being able to get my arms in. You know, I'm busty, so I couldn't even pull it together, right? I couldn't even do anything with it, but it fits fine. And I wore it out this morning to walk my dog. And you guys know me, right? So I'm a little bit, I could be a little bit crazy with when it comes to these kinds of things. So I I was wearing the jacket all day, right? I was wearing it inside the house, right? Like I came home and I kept the jacket on. Like I don't want to take it off. So I was like, I get to wear this jacket. I cut the tags off because the tags are still on it. And I was like, I get to wear the jacket. How fun is that? So that's my one non-scale victory for this week. So I'm gonna go to the chat now and check and see what your victories for the week have been. Let's see. Excited for this. Okay. Hey Deb, glad you finally catch me live. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Hi. Deb's been like ride or die. She's been with us since the very beginning, since we first started our YouTube channel. So nice to see you, Deb. Hey Karen, good to see you here. Hello. Ann is here. Ann is our newlywed. In the group. So congratulate Ann. I'm about 34.4 pounds down in 6 months. Whoop, whoop. Yes. Someone actually asked me today if I was losing weight. Someone actually noticed. Yes. Isn't that so funny? Like you're like over 30 pounds down, but people don't really notice. But I found that people started noticing too around the 35, 40 pound weight loss. But they weren't asking me, they didn't say, are you losing weight? They're like, did you do something different with your hair? Right? Is that a new outfit? Right? Right? They were saying things like that, like something looks different. Right? So congratulations. That must feel so great. Okay, that's wonderful to be out of the harmful range. Yes, it was scary. My grandfather had his leg amputated. He had diabetes. He was the only person in our family that I knew had diabetes, but he had his leg amputated. So that's really scary. 15 workouts so far in October. Woo, woo. Yes, that's fantastic. And you are looking so good, Tia. You are looking so good. Congratulations. All right. Super cute jacket. Love the color. Yeah, it's like an olive green. I love it too. Thank you. I love the fact I can get in it because I had it for so long. Karen says, nice. And you're shopping for new clothes in your own closet. Yes. Now I have to tell you something funny, right? My husband, he noticed the jacket right away. Now, my husband is not one that really notices much. Physically, he doesn't really pay attention. But when I came in from walking the dog, he was looking at me. And I was like, do you like this jacket? He goes, I was just about to say, that's a nice jacket. But you know what he was thinking? You've been out shopping? Like, how much did you spend for that jacket, right? And I said, do you realize this jacket is more than 3 years old? It's probably like 5 years old. I said, I had this jacket back at the house. This was one of those things that you were like, throw away, you're not wearing it. And I brought it here, and it's been in our closet for 3 years, and I'm just wearing it today. I literally cut the tags off of it today. He was like, now he thinks it's even nicer jacket, right? And they have to pay for it, right? Okay, that's great. Thanks, Lorna. Love shopping in your own closet. It's so fun, right? It's so fun. But now I got to get rid of some of the other things that I can no longer really wear because I don't want to be slimming down and look frumpy, right? I still want to look great. And when we had our retreat, we invited a world-class stylist came. Her name is Monica Barnett. She's the author of 2 books. She's out of DC. And she helped us with our styling because people are getting heavy. I have a friend who, shout out to you, you know who you are, my Jack and Jill sister, who was wearing these jeans. And I was afraid that she was going to lose them. I was afraid she was going to walk and those jeans were going to fall to her ankles because she slimmed down so much. They looked so huge on her. So we don't want to be wearing frumpy clothes. We still want to look cute no matter what size, even we're slimming down. And you might be able to take a big wide belt and put around something to make it look cute and stylish if you don't want to buy new clothes. Just got there. Okay. My victory has been working out. Yay. 5 to 6 days a week the last month. Yes. That's fantastic. And don't forget strength training for all of us. We need strength training because of loss of muscle mass. Hello, Tina. Nice to see you here. Hello. Congrats. Thank you, Karen. I can get through the baby gates without taking them with me, right? That is fantastic news. That's so good. That means you're slimming down. Let me just tell you, one of the topics that we probably should do an episode about, but I'd like to have an expert come on to talk about it, is dysmorphia, right? Dysmorphia, where we don't realize what size we are, because I think it happens probably naturally for those of us who are losing a lot of weight pretty quickly. You don't realize that you're smaller than you are, right? You don't realize that. I would say that I had the opposite problem for a long time. For many, many years, in my mind, I was smaller than I actually was. Like, so when I was like an 18, in my mind, I was like a 10. It was like a perfect 10, right? But what would give it away for me was I'd be walking, like, in the office, I'd walk by and I'd knock papers off people's desks because my hips were so wide, right? And I didn't realize, I thought I could fit through the skinny spaces. I thought in my mind, like I was a perfect size 10, right? But I was really like 18, 20, right? And so it was like a shocker to me when I would see myself in photos, because I'm like, really? Like, am I really that big? Like in my mind, I don't feel like I'm that big, but I was. And I think the opposite happens with many of you, where I know Charles from Zepbound, Round Mound of Zepbound, he talked about it in his really latest video about how he is trying to catch up. Right? He lost so much weight. He's like over 100 pounds down now. He looks amazing. And he's trying to catch up because he looks at pictures and he's like, is that really me? Is that me? Like he can't like connect the two because he's used to seeing himself much heavier. So it's really an interesting thing. And I'd love to have somebody on who's a specialist to talk to us about it if you guys know anybody. Okay. So one of the topic that I wanted to talk about today, and we can also do some Q&A. We can talk about things that you want to talk about. If anybody's interested in coming into to the room with me, you are welcome to come into the room. Let me pull the, hold on a second. Let me see where I can get the link. Hold on. Invite. Yes, here we go. Copy. I know there might be a few brave souls out there that are like, okay, Ange, we'll come in. We had a guest on a couple weeks ago who said she got on late because she said, she's like, I wasn't dressed. I wasn't prepared to come on. She goes, I had to go put on my little black dress and come on and fix my hair. Come on. But you can come on however you are. We'd love to have you. So if you'd like to come into the room, come on in. You're welcome to come in and have a discussion with me, and love to see you. Love to meet some of you in person, see your faces. I'm a very visual person. So that would be fantastic. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You're always welcome to come in. Okay. So today I wanted to talk about why we eat, right? So many people have mentioned, oh, well, you guys are on this this weight loss medication, but you need to work out and you need to eat well. And we know that, right? But the other thing that often comes up is that there are underlying reasons why we eat. So I kind of wanted to open up and have a discussion about that tonight. We won't be on too long tonight because there's going to be an interview on Fox with Kamala Harris, and I want to see it. So it won't be on too long, but I do want to check that out. So, but I did want to talk about that, like why we eat. Have you done mapped out, like kind of journaled or kind of done analyzed yourself, like how you got there, right? If you're like, for me, I got to over 300 pounds, right? How I actually got there and kind of journeyed, like documented it back to why I got there and how I got there and what habits were formed along the way, good and bad, right? Around food. And for me, and feel free to put notes in the chat, feel free to join me in the room if you like. I know some of you might be driving. It's okay. You're welcome to come in anytime. For me, one of the, when I think back at my history, when I was around 7 years old, and I told many of you, it started when I was 7. I lived with my grandmother for a period of time. And while I was with my grandma, I was very sad. I was separated from my mom and my brother, and I was really sad. And one of the ways that she cheered me up was she would say, when she would see me moping around or sad or crying, she's like, come on with grandma, let's go. We're going to go get you some ice cream. And she lived in the country and they make the best ice cream out there, right? So she would take me to these these wonderful places and we'd have ice cream. And somehow ice cream always cheer you up, right? So she would do that, and she was an amazing Southern cook. And so if it wasn't ice cream, she was making chicken and dumplings, or she was always feeding me. We would go places, like she had a pickup truck. We were very, very country. Like at heart, I'm a country girl, right? I was born in the city, but but I spent time in the country with pigs and chickens and all the things, right? So they had a pickup truck, and I would like to ride in the back of the truck. So I would ride in the back of the truck, right, my overalls, right? And we would go pick strawberries and do all kinds of fun things, collard greens and all the things. She was an amazing cook. And I think she used food to comfort herself. And so she that was a lesson that I learned the summer that I spent with my grandmother. And I, just tracing it back, like, where did that come from? Because when I grew up in the city, I wasn't, up until age 7, I wasn't heavy at all. I was a normal sized kid. My brother's a normal sized kid. He never had issues with his weight. But during that time, I was very emotional, and I was using the food. I didn't know as a kid, but I started to use the food to comfort myself. And then it turned into, years and years of, you're on a job and it's stressful. So on the way home, I'm driving through a drive-in to get, food that's not the best for me, but it calmed me down. And I noticed that I would really go for sugary and high carb foods, breads and potatoes and things like that, because those things, the way they react in my body is, and probably in most people's bodies, is they sedate you, right? They make you calm. They make you have feel more comfort. And excuse me. And so that's where my journey with food started. And I come from a very Southern family, and we associate food with all kinds of things, right? But mostly love. Where we get together, there's always food. You come to my house, I was always feeding you, right? Like, what you gonna eat? You're gonna eat something when you come into my house. But my family, they made like baked mac and cheese and collard greens with all the stuff in it, and they made baked bread and sugar, and then chicken and dumplings and all the things. I grew up on that stuff, right? I grew up on that stuff, and those were the foods that I would go for when I was emotional, when I was happy, when I was sad, when I was frustrated, when I was angry. All those things, food became kind of the prescription to bring back the calm. So I'm going to open it up for discussion. Hey, Jen. So good to see you. You always leave such great comments. I appreciate you. BB Stacken is here. Hi. Good to see you. Where did your food issues come from? Where did they start? Where do they start for you? Are there certain foods that you go through? Do you like crunchy, salty? Are you more sugary, sweet, high carbs? Like, tell me what your journey has been. Give me a couple of highlights here. And again, you're welcome to come into the room if you would like to. You're welcome to. But I thought it was a good conversation to have, right? Because I think just the awareness, and what's interesting now being on a GLP-1 medication is that I enjoy my food. The food tastes great, still tastes great. I was thinking about Felice, because Felice was on one of our lives, and she said one of the issues that she has is that she doesn't get the same boost, the same kick from having coffee. She doesn't get that high caffeine high from having coffee, and she can't wait. She's off the GLP-1 medication so she can enjoy her coffee again. Right. And so I was thinking about that. And for me, I enjoy my food. Like, the food still tastes good, but it's that, but I'm not using it anymore. Like, I'm not using it to comfort me. I'm not using it to calm anything down, because that doesn't work. That doesn't work with the GLP for me, right? And it is almost like this primitive brain wants those things. The hypothalamus gets excited about those things. If I feed myself those things, it's like, yay, party time, right? But now with Zepbound is like this master guard at the door. Like, no, you can't get in. Like, you're not gonna, drive her crazy. You're not gonna start the food noise. No. And I always say it's like putting a beast on a leash. So now I have satiety. I have a feeling of fullness, but I don't have those like wicked, crazy cravings that I used to have. For the most part, I don't. Like, sometimes I want cookies or I want something, but it's not like I have to white knuckle it, right? Because I have this tool that is a GLP-1 at receptor agonist. Okay, let's see here. See who I haven't talked to. Hi, I finally made it. Hello, hello, hello. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Yeah, so if there's any comments around that, is your food fine? Have you not had any issues with your food? And for you, it was like you got pregnant, you had babies, and then you could never take the weight off. What's your story? Let me know what your story is. And again, if you want to come in for a few minutes, we'll be on for a few more minutes. Please feel free to come on in. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. Okay, I do not enjoy food on GLP-1s. It's eat to live, not live to eat. So that's really interesting. That's interesting because, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, right? That we're supposed to eat to live. But I think food is made tasty because we're supposed to enjoy it too, right? Supposed to enjoy it too. And I will say I do enjoy my food, but not like you can love your food, but not love your food. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like it's a much healthier relationship that I'm forming with my food, and I think that's serving me is serving me well with my weight loss journey. So thank you for sharing that, Jen. Thank you for sharing that. Are there any foods that you don't eat anymore, that you don't like, that just kind of you're not interested anymore? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. There are any foods. Let's see. I've got another comment here. Food insecurity when growing up in a family of 4 kids. If you didn't eat when it was there, it'd be gone pretty fast. Yes, and I hear that a lot. I hear the men were talking about how they're part of the clean plate committee, right? They had to eat everything on their plate. And I was like that too, right? We grew up really poor and we didn't have a lot. And so we pretty much ate everything was on our plate too. But it wasn't until I moved to and with my grandmother in New Jersey that I started using food. Like food became a comfort. Prior to that, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't the same. But yeah, I was a part of the clean plate committee too. And that's part of the culture, right? Of how your family raised you. You know, maybe they said, you know, there are kids starving in Africa and you need to eat everything on your plate, right? So I totally get that. Thanks for sharing that. I have I have a total of 7 children. The last 3, I gained a lot of weight and it wasn't taking care of myself. Yes. And that is another reason why people have weight and they are having a hard time losing it. Right. And maybe the first 4, no problem. Your body bounced right back. And then the last 3, it was harder. Right. Thanks for sharing that, Renee. Let's see. Hi, Tina. Hi, Tina. I was always between 135 140 pounds, but when I started suffering with fibroids, food became comfort. Got it. Got it. Wow. 134 to 140 pounds. I don't think I ever weighed that, right? In high school was on my lowest that I can remember, and that was 150, right? So 135 pounds. Wow. So let me know, where are you now? What's your weight now, Tina? What's your weight now? Okay. Let's open up for Q&A too. Like, what questions do you have? What comments do you have? You have other wins you want to share? Let me know, because I one of the reasons why I'm doing the lives is so I can tap in and touch base with all of you. Deb says, we were neglected and never had food. Oh no. I think I just started storing when I could and still overbuy, right? I became my own storage facility. I get that. I get that. That is so sad. And I'm sorry that was your experience, Deb. But I was a foster care parent for many years. And I had teenagers in my home. And a lot of times they would hoard food. They would overeat till they were sick because they didn't know. They came from an environment where they didn't know where their next meal was coming from. So I would find food in their pocket. Like I washed their clothes and they had food in their pockets. They'd have food hidden in the closets. They had food under the bed, all kinds of things, because they didn't know when they were going to be able to eat again. And I had to tell them, it's okay. You can have seconds. You're going to get fed every time, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like you don't have to hide food. You don't have to sneak down in the middle of the night to grab stuff, to store stuff. It's here for you. Like the kitchen is open for you. Like you don't have to do that. But that was kind of ingrained in them because that's where they came from. Hearing about the starving kids in Africa was typing this as it just said it. We can't send them out our leftovers. New motto, waste it or waste it. Your choice. Oh, that's so good. That's so good, Tia. Yes, for sure. And that Starving Kids in Africa was a one that many parents use, right? Janelle, hello. Good to see you here. Definitely after I had kids growing up and had not having a lot of food, what my kids didn't eat, I did, right? Yep. So you feel like, and it's kind of ingrained in the brain. I remember being in my 20s and going to lunch with my colleagues, and one of them was like really fitness, really in well shape and all that. And we went to, there was a place called Salad on a Bagel, and when you get a salad and you get a big bagel to go with it for lunch. And we were eating, and she was like, "Okay, you guys ready? You ready to go?" And I'm a slow eater, and I was like, "Maybe I should wrap this to go." She goes, "No, you're not taking that with you. Leave it. Like, no." And I was like, "You leave food? Like, you don't eat everything, right? We paid for this. We should be eating it all, right?" She's like, "And just leave it. Let's leave it. Let's go." And I was like, "Okay, I guess it's the thing to do, to leave it, right?" But I think that's part of growing up, the mentality of how you grew up, and the scarcity that might have existed, the real scarcity that might have existed in your family. Ann says, yes, Clean Plate Club and the Starving Kids in Africa, right? That's what we all heard. All right, okay. So thank you for sharing that with me. And what else would you like to talk about in the last few minutes that we have here? Anybody have a topic that they want me to explore? Anything anyone wants to talk about? Let's see. Okay, so Lene says, I don't know if anyone experienced this, where you want something and you feel like you can eat it, then you get it and it's not desirable. This is happening on the 7.5. On the 5 milligrams, I wasn't feeling that way. That's a good one. Well, I haven't gotten that way with snickerdoodle cookies yet. I still like them. I still enjoy them. But I think I know what you mean. Like it's not the same. Because of the challenges that I have, I like to say high, right? It's not the same high that I used to get from eating certain foods, a sugar, salt, buttery kind of thing. And I think it is the medication that's working. It's working, right? It's taking that desire away from you, right? Your hormones are going to be different, right? And it's that guard at the door of your hypothalamus. So that's interesting. But let us know in the chat if anybody else has that. She's curious about that, right? Yeah, I think it's a real thing. For sure. I think it's a real thing. Okay. While I wait for other comments to come in, I want to share with all of you that we are doing the challenge, right? The challenge is coming up. It's a 6-week sprint. And if you'd like to join us, you can join us over in the Facebook group. The Facebook group is called Zepbound Transformation Tribe. Zepbound Transformation Tribe on Facebook. It's for us and for any of our friends. If you have friends who are going on a weight loss journey and they're not on a GLP-1, that's okay. They don't have to be. They can be doing it on their own. They could be doing Weight Watchers. They just join us and we all do it together, right? And collectively, we see how much weight we can lose. And of course, we're going into the holiday season, so it's a great time for us to start so we have momentum into the new year. So if you haven't already joined us there, please go over and join us. I need to update the dates on it. I'll do that this week. And you'll weigh in once a week and post it. So we know how much you've lost or gained, hopefully lost. And we will add that to our collective weight loss. The last sprint, we lost over 400 pounds collectively, right? So hopefully this one, I think we're going to lose even more. All right. So that is that. Let's see. I love snickerdoodles. Me too. Wegmans makes the best ones for me. Exactly. Okay. Yes, I do. I'm 10 and really don't like eating meat and not a fan of eggs, so it's hard to get in my protein. So you got to find things that you can eat easily. I know my nutritionist wants me to get 100 to 120 grams of protein every day. So protein is really important, but I can see how you cannot desire things. So thank you for that, CTS Diva. Does anyone try to eat very low carb and get very backed up? Oh, that's good. Make sure that you have plenty of fiber. Make sure you're getting plenty of water. We have a nurse on here. Sharon is on here. So Sharon, you want to chime in on that with people who are eating high protein, low carbs, and they're getting backed up. Constipation is a side effect of this medication. So we need to be really mindful of that, because that can be. I had one episode and that was all it took. I was like, okay, right, we're not doing that again. So if anybody has some feedback for our friend, please post it in the chat. Hi, and Jess, I have a topic that I would like for you to explore. Yes, I think you told me that. You mentioned that before, premenopause and GLP-1 meds. Yes, and I'm looking for somebody who is educated around this topic to help us. Like, I'd love to interview someone. So do me a favor, just shoot me a shoot me a text or email me. You know my information. You'll find it in the chat. But yeah, send me a message. Let me just put my email real quick so that I can stay connected to you. The Brilliant Movement.com. I think that's right. Let me just make sure I did that right. Yes. Okay. Please send me a note, because I want to explore that topic. I just want to get someone who's educated on it to give to us. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So Denise, don't forget 400 pounds. That's amazing. Yes, we lost collectively 400 pounds. I take a daily Colace. I don't take anything daily. I just have my secret weapon, which is Ducalax, in the fridge should I need it. But I know a lot of people do that. They do magnesium also. Okay, let's see if there's anything. I am old, past menopause. Okay. Well, maybe you could chime in and give some tips on things to do and not to do. All right, ladies. All right. Anything else? I see y'all was scared today. Nobody came and joined me live so I could see you face to face and talk to you. Maybe next time. We'll probably go live again next week. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all being here. I want to hear about your wins. So if you're listening to this on the replay, please post your wins. If you have not subscribed to our little channel, we are growing. As of today, we're 2,800 subscribers strong. And we still have a teeny tiny channel, but we want to grow our channel. We want to push this content out to as many people as we possibly can. Many people say that our channel inspires them. All right. Our channel is known for being kind, compassionate, and caring around people who are struggling with obesity or trying to lose weight. We get it here, and we're not here to bring anybody down. We're here to boost you up. And so if you have friends or family that you know should be here, even if they haven't started on GLP-1, but they're interested, please invite them. We would love to have them and welcome them. And for those of you who are joining us, who are subscribing for the very first time, please comment, I subscribe, because I would like to personally thank you for joining us and thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Okay, let me go down here. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. Great channel. Thank you so much. I love it. I love being on this channel with all of you. And many of you know, some of you might not know, but I started this for accountability and to have other people to join me on this journey. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know how much weight I was going to lose. Did I tell you how much weight I lost so far? I don't know if I updated you guys yet, because I weighed in this morning. And when I weighed in this morning, I was down. Let me just tell you real quick before we hop off. And I'll do a weekly update on our channel, but you'll be the first to know. I am down. I will tell you, I just want to get it right. 67.2 pounds as of this morning. 67.2 pounds. I am down as of this morning. So it's working. It might be slow. I think I'm a moderate, probably weight loser. I'm a moderate, but it's coming off little by little. So that is where I am. It is time to update thumbnail. You look way different now. Really? Okay. I thought that picture looked like me, but okay. Maybe we'll put an updated thumbnail in there. And I don't know if you saw my last post. If you guys haven't seen my last post on YouTube, go take a look at it, because there's a picture of me and I had my makeup done and I thought they did a horrible job, but they did my makeup and it's a before and after. It's a current picture of me and a picture. And that was just 1 year ago. 1 year ago, and look at how full my face was, right? That is the last episode, and it's about being no longer being pre-diabetic. Go look at that thumbnail, the before and after. That was just 1 year ago. So, hey, Melissa is here. Hi, Melissa. How are you doing? Hi, Juan. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Up. A few good men in the room. I always say we have brilliant women and a few good men. Thank you, Lene. 50 pounds, Melissa. Yay! Congratulations. Melissa is down 50 pounds. Let's send her some love. The original picture of you made me take a pause. Yep, that's what I look like. But that's what could happen to you when you blow up, right? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us. Remember, I started this channel. 45 days later, I monetized it. If any of you are interested in learning how to do that, we're doing a case study group. I'll talk about it in my next video. We'll talk about the whole monetization, how I made like $10,000. Now this week, another 6,000. And I'll show you exactly how I did it. But I know a lot of you are paying out of pocket for your medication, and that is a way to pay for it, right? That is a way to pay for it. So I'm going to show you guys all the stuff, but just want to let you know that. And I know it's not for everybody. Like some of you are super scared to go live on camera, right? But it's okay. I'll be there to hold your hands for those of you who either you want to increase your income, right? To be able to pay for some of this medication, pay for new clothes when you get all thin, right? And cute. You may want to have more influence wherever you are. Like now people really see you and they're listening to you because you're transforming. Or you want to just make an impact. A lot of people in my community, they just want to make a difference in the life of somebody else. And they feel like they have a story to share. They have experiences to share. They have skills that they can leverage. And so if that's you, then please apply. We can't take everybody in because I'm working with you one-on-one privately to help you build out your whole brand and YouTube channel. So if that's somebody, if that's somebody in here that's interested in that, apply. To apply, it's free. The program is not free because we'll work privately together, but to apply, it is free. So just go ahead and apply, and then we'll connect, just the two of us. Okay, so I hope this has served you. I hope you enjoyed your time live with us. And so always so nice to have the energy of you in the room. I love you guys. And I always say, you know, when I talk to people outside of YouTube, I always say that part of my success has to do with the community that I've built, the community that I'm a part of, you know, the people that I'm blessed to get to know here, because the whole journey to 67 pounds has been, you have been very supportive to me. I like to cheer you on, but you also cheer me on too. So with that, I want you to go out there. I want to say thank you. And I want you to go out there. I want you to be bold, because it takes boldness to make a choice to go on this journey, right? I want you to be brave, because you need to show up. You need to show up. No hiding, no dimming your light. You need to show up and speak up. Right? I want you to be seen. I want you to be heard. I want you to be valued, because you're valuable. And I want you to be brilliant, because you absolutely are. Step into the light, out of the shadow, out of the shade. No shade for you. Step into the light, because you are absolutely brilliant, and people are watching you. They are being inspired. Lives are being transformed because you are on this journey, because you've taken this journey. And to have your own group, you become the leader of that community. Right? It takes leadership, and that's what you're doing for yourself right now. Starts with self-leadership, right? And so I just want you to be brilliant, because you are. Go out there, be bold, be brave, be brilliant. Thank you all for joining our live. So good to catch you live. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now. Love you guys. Bye.